Well, recently I did an unboxing of this fella, the Mi M6 Pro. This is my first impressions review. A week later, trying to set it up and so forth. And just to recap, you can see what's in the box if you go back and check out that previous video. Right here on the channel, I'll have it linked up in the card here so you can check it out. So let me just reopen this right now for you. Now this review isn't going to talk about the sound quality because I couldn't get that far because of an issue I'm going to outline in a second. But so far, as you can remember, we have a whole bunch of in-ear options here for different sizes. I've been trying to find the ideal size for me. We've got the additional cable, which is a TRRS there for just general listening. It's got the volume control and microphone and everything up there. It also comes with the 3.5mm to 6.5mm stereo jack for if you need to plug it into like a piece of equipment like my Rodecaster Pro 2, or you want to plug it into anything else that requires the larger phono plug style plug, 6.5mm. And of course the units themselves. I have two issues with these units, and one of them's okay because it can be rectified, and I'll show you how I've rectified that. The other issue is I've actually broken them. You can see here the tip of the TRS connector is broken off, so I no longer get left channel. It's still stuck in the phono plug. So my first advice is just be really careful pulling it in, pulling it out of the phono plug. So a little bit of poor quality build, I think, in that regard. Even though on the box they're saying professional build and stuff, but I think you just have to watch the build. When you're looking sort of at this, it does look plasticky, but you expect it to be plastic because that's sort of what they use. But to expect the tip to break off, I didn't expect that. So it's still inside this 6.5mm phono plug, so I have an issue with that. But so that could just be my particular unit. So I'm not saying they're like that. I talked to somebody else I know who got these a while ago. They haven't had a problem with them. So yeah, so because of that, I haven't had a chance to actually, I was still trying to get the fit. So I haven't had a good listen to sort of qualify the sound quality. You want something because you're monitoring maybe music or vocals, then you want something that's not too treated. So I'm working on that. So the other issue with the cable itself is the length. This is a 51-inch cable that comes in the box. It's reasonable, but for my setup, I found it shorter. I'm sitting in my chair and it's running around to the back of my Rodecaster Pro 2 and plugging into one of the headphone outs. Then it was too short. I was restricted as to how I'd have to sit fairly close to the Rodecaster Pro 2. So you can see that's an issue. It's a little bit longer than the sit-stand desk that I'm looking at. But I've resolved that with a new item that came today. I've already opened it. I filmed an unboxing, but I forgot to hit record. So, that happens. But I noticed on Amazon that you could actually get a longer cable from me. It's the M6 Pro extension length stereo cable. Instead of the 51-inch cable that comes in the box, this is a 72-inch cable, so you get an extra 21 inches of length. And boy, is that needed. And I appreciate the fact that somebody thought of putting this out. So you can see here, this is it here. It's longer. And there it is. That's what an intact TRS plug should look like. And you get it here with the ends, as you can see there. You've got the ends there. And so the main in-ear units will just plug into those, left and right, of course. And you can see currently I've got them on here, but they will come off. They basically come off. I'm just gonna straighten it out just to make that easier. they basically pull off, and so you basically end up with just like a sort of something that's reminiscent of a wireless earbud. So you got that. Okay, that's the right input. So what I need to do on the new one, because I'm going to transfer these, we're going to do this on screen. Okay, that says left, and well, I know I've got the right one, so I need to put it in. Now that's the right. I think I was reading it upside down. You actually read them that way. Okay, so they say the line up. There's some grooves. You just gotta line it up and push it in like that. And so when they go in, you should see that the marking should be on the same side as the earbud itself. So that's that one there. We just need to transfer the other one now. That one's come off. So that's my faulty cable. That's my faulty and short cable. So getting the big cable is sort of a blessing in disguise, because it is something that I really needed anyway, because the 51-inch cable was too short for my use case. There we go. And now that's in, and that's the left ear, and that's the right ear, and then obviously the cable then spins up and around over your ear. That's the other thing, you have it coming up over your ear. I'm going to step back a little bit so you guys can see. It's ripping around. Let me throw the cable over the back. The first thing to notice is that they're going to go in and hook over your ears like that. So that's sort of the dealio. The thing you've got to figure out next is when you push them in, pushing them into your ear and getting the right comfort. I could use this adapter here with my Android phone. Actually, no, this will probably still work with my iPhone because it's USB-C. I'm going to play something right now, and just you can see. Let's throw it under there, real janky. So we just need maybe a podcast. Okay. The initial thing is this is very tinny, but it's the way that I've got them sitting in my ear. Once they're in properly, it is spoken word that I'm listening to right now. The problem I have with in-ears, I don't like things sticking in my ear, so I'd be using this sparingly. I'm going to pull them out just for a moment. It does have a bit of a tinny range to it. I'm not going to hold that against these because I haven't figured the right fit in my ears yet. So I'm still working on that. This is just using the ones that I've currently got set up on here, which might be they look like the default ones, which are probably not the best fit for my ears. So I'll have to go through the package and figure that out. So the thing to look out for today is actually this. It's not only the actual unit itself, the Mi M6 Pros with the two cables and the adapters and the earbuds, of course, and so forth, the whole kit, plus the extension kit, which is basically the longer 72-inch cable that you can just take your buds off and put them on the cable because the buds are interchangeable. What I also need to do is sit down and work out the best. They can actually do what's called customization, which is the best fit, where they'll actually make things that are specifically shaped for your ear, and so you can go online and buy them. They're not super cheap. They cost more than buying the packet themselves, but they're customized. But you do have to go get your ears tested at a specific place where you can get where they read the pattern of your ear and then can send that off to me to create the custom fits and the colors of your choice and all that sort of thing. So know that they have that service as well, because that's something I didn't mention in the unboxing video. So there's a customized service. You can tap on the QR code with your camera and away you go. You can get them customized in a number of ways. Just the stuff on the outside, the actual buds themselves. The default ones, of course, are sort of more the generic style. We've got the driver units there, but you can pull off these these clips like that and interchange them with some of the other fitting clips. So that's something to be aware of. In fact, I'm going to take those off right now. So yeah, with the clips off, by the way, I don't think I showed this in an unboxing video. With the ear things on, they're just like little sticks. They'll pop up, and you know, that of course that's where the audio comes out at the end there. So what you're basically doing is putting over top the right size earbuds that are actually going to fit in your ears. They also give you these, which I didn't open on the other unboxing, but I just showed the packet. These are just sort of like foam, memory foam, sort of generic. You can like squish them around and push them in your ears, but I found these were a little small for my ears. So I could revisit those and see what we can do with those. But they're interesting as well. They call them premium foam tips. So I'm not sure the optimal use or the use case for those when you have like a whole bunch of these, which you see these on most of like the in-ears, the wireless earbuds and everything. They have a very similar setup. Even some of the AirPods and stuff now come with them as well, where you gotta find the right fit, trial and error. And that's what I'm still doing. I'm still doing the trial and error part on the fit and everything else. So that is the extended cable, the 72-inch cable from for the M6 Pro, and of course the whole unit, the earbuds, the 2 sets of cables, all the extra tips, 3.5 to 6mm jack, all comes in this kit here. You can check them all out in places that you can check them out. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later.